7 dangerous foods in your fridge that are destroying you. Over 60? What if I told you that some of the most common foods sitting in your fridge right now are actually stealing your strength, hurting your joints, and even speeding up aging? I'm not talking about obvious junk food. I am talking about foods you probably consider healthy, foods you eat every single day without a second thought. Today, I will reveal 7 hidden villains lurking in your refrigerator that are quietly weakening your muscles and stiffening your joints. And I have to warn you, the last one on this list is something almost every senior eats daily, thinking they are doing something good for their health. As a nutritionist who has worked with thousands of people over 60, I have seen how these seemingly innocent foods can be the difference between feeling strong and independent, or struggling with weakness, falls, and joint pain. The good news? Once you know what to avoid, you can start feeling stronger in just weeks. But here is what makes this different from other health advice you have heard. I am not going to tell you to throw out half your kitchen. Instead, I will show you simple swaps that can transform your fridge from your enemy into your greatest ally for staying strong after 60. Let's continue. Now, number 4 on this list might shock you because it is advertised as healthy for bones, but it is actually doing the opposite. And number 7, the one I mentioned earlier, is in almost every senior's fridge right now, often multiple containers of it. You see, after 60, your body changes. It is not just about what you add to your diet anymore. It is about what is already there, working against you. Your fridge itself may be loaded with traps that weaken muscles and bones, increase inflammation, and leave you feeling more tired and achy than you should. Maybe you have noticed your legs feel less steady when you stand up. Maybe your knees ache more than they used to, or you feel exhausted after simple tasks that never bothered you before. These are not just signs of getting older. They could be signs that your daily food choices are accelerating muscle loss and joint problems. Let us start with the first villain hiding in your fridge: processed meats. I'm talking about ham, bacon, sausages, deli turkey, and those convenient pre-packaged lunch meats. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I need protein to stay strong. You're absolutely right about needing protein. But here's the problem with processed meats. They are loaded with sodium and chemicals called nitrites. That slice of ham may look harmless, but inside your body, it is like sandpaper on your joints. Here is why. The excessive sodium causes inflammation throughout your body, particularly in your joints. When your joints are inflamed, they become stiff and painful. The nitrites, which are used to preserve the meat and give it that appealing color, actually interfere with your body's ability to use oxygen efficiently. What does this mean for you? More joint pain, higher blood pressure, and an increased risk of sarcopenia, which is the medical term for age-related muscle loss. I had a client, Michael, who was 68. He ate a ham sandwich for lunch every single day. He could not understand why his arthritis was getting worse despite taking his medications. When we replaced his daily ham with fresh grilled chicken breast, his joint pain decreased noticeably within 3 weeks. Simple swap. Instead of processed deli meats, choose fresh chicken breast, fish, or even hard-boiled eggs for your protein. Your joints will thank you. But before we dive in, tell me in the comments what city and country you're watching from. Plus, I've put together an ebook with a complete meal plan guide and 68 recipes that can change your quality of life. Link in the first comment. The second villain might surprise you. Those colorful, convenient yogurt cups and flavored dairy products sitting in your fridge. You probably bought them thinking you were making a healthy choice. After all, yogurt is supposed to be good for you, right? The problem is that most commercial yogurts are essentially desserts in disguise, packed with more sugar than a candy bar. Here is what happens when you eat these sugar bombs. Your blood sugar spikes dramatically, followed by a crash that leaves you feeling tired and weak. But there is something even worse happening. These constant sugar spikes actually signal your body to store fat and break down muscle tissue for energy. Let me tell you about Susan, a 72-year-old who came to me frustrated about her expanding waistline and constant fatigue. She was eating a large container of strawberry yogurt every morning, thinking it was a healthy breakfast. When we looked at the label together, she was shocked to discover it contained 35 grams of sugar, more than a can of soda. We switched her to plain Greek yogurt with fresh berries. Within just 2 weeks, she noticed her energy levels were more stable throughout the day. After a month, her clothes were fitting better and she had the energy to take evening walks again. Simple swap. Choose plain Greek yogurt and add your own fresh or frozen berries. You will get more protein, less sugar, and better muscle support. The third dangerous food is one that many people switched to thinking they were being heart healthy: margarine and other hydrogenated spreads. These products are loaded with something called trans fats, even if the label claims zero trans fats. Food companies are allowed to say this if there is less than 0.5 grams per serving, but if you're eating multiple servings, it adds up quickly. Trans fats are inflammatory poison for your joints and muscles. They interfere with your body's natural healing processes and accelerate cellular aging. Your knees and heart pay the price every time you spread this on your morning toast. Here is what is particularly dangerous after 60. Trans fats reduce blood flow to your muscles and joints. When your tissues do not get adequate blood flow, they cannot repair themselves properly, leading to increased stiffness and slower recovery from everyday activities. Simple swap. Use real butter in moderation, or better yet, switch to extra virgin olive oil. Both are natural fats that your body can actually use for energy and healing. Number 4 is sitting right in your fridge door: sodas and sweetened drinks. Even if you have cut back to diet versions, you are still in danger. Regular sodas are liquid sugar, and that sugar goes directly into your bloodstream faster than any other form. This rapid sugar absorption is particularly devastating to muscle tissue in people over 60. Here is why. When your blood sugar spikes this high this fast, your body releases stress hormones that actually break down muscle protein. But here is the shocking part. Just one can of regular soda can strip calcium from your bones and weaken muscles at the same time. The phosphoric acid in sodas literally pulls calcium out of your bones to neutralize the acid in your stomach, and those diet sodas are not saving you. The artificial sweeteners can disrupt your gut bacteria, which affects how well you absorb nutrients from other foods, including the protein you need to maintain muscle mass. Simple swap? Try water with fresh lemon or lime, or sparkling water with a splash of 100% fruit juice. Your muscles and bones will start thanking you immediately. The 5th villain is hiding in plain sight in your fridge door: ultra-processed sauces like ketchup, barbecue sauce, and bottled salad dressings. You might think, how much harm can a little ketchup do? But that spoonful of ketchup on your morning eggs carries more sugar than a chocolate chip cookie. Most commercial sauces are sugar delivery systems disguised as flavor enhancers. These sauces are triple trouble for people over 60. First, they are loaded with sugar that spikes your blood glucose. Second, they are packed with sodium that increases inflammation. Third, they contain chemical preservatives and artificial flavors that actually interfere with your body's ability to properly digest and absorb protein from your meals. Think about it. You are eating a perfect protein-rich meal like eggs or chicken, then drowning it in processed sauce that prevents your body from using that protein effectively. It is like putting sugar in your gas tank. Simple swap. Make your own simple sauces using olive oil, herbs, lemon juice, and garlic. Or try mustard, which is typically much lower in sugar and additives. Number 6 is the convenience trap. Those frozen ready meals that promise to save you time in the kitchen. I get it. Cooking can feel overwhelming sometimes, especially when you're not feeling your strongest. These meals seem like a perfect solution. But here's the hidden cost. They are loaded with sodium and preservatives that create inflammation and fluid retention. When you are retaining excess fluid, it puts extra pressure on your joints, making them itchier and stiffer. The excessive sodium also forces your kidneys to work overtime, which can drain your energy and make you feel sluggish. But there is an even bigger problem. These meals are designed to sit on shelves for months, which means they are stripped of most nutrients your muscles need to stay strong. The protein quality is often poor, and the vegetables are usually mushy and nutrient depleted. Remember this phrase: convenience today, pain tomorrow. Simple swap. Keep it simple with fresh ingredients. A piece of baked fish with steamed vegetables takes the same time to prepare as heating a frozen meal, but it feeds your muscles instead of inflaming them. And now for the most common and dangerous food of all: sweetened chocolate milk and instant cocoa powders. This is probably the most shocking one because it is often marketed as a recovery drink or a comforting bedtime beverage. Here is the brutal truth. Most chocolate milk contains more sugar than actual chocolate or cocoa. A typical glass has about 25 grams of sugar, which is more than the daily recommended limit for added sugars. This liquid sugar bomb does not just spike your blood glucose, it actually triggers inflammation in your muscle tissues, accelerates sarcopenia, and can cause morning stiffness that lasts for hours. Let me tell you about Mr. Davis, a 75-year-old who came to me because he was losing strength and having trouble sleeping. Every night before bed, he drank a large glass of chocolate milk, thinking the calcium was good for his bones. When we dug deeper, we discovered this bedtime treat was causing his blood sugar to spike right when his body should have been resting and repairing. We replaced his chocolate milk with a cup of herbal tea and a small piece of dark chocolate when he had a craving. Within 2 months, his strength improved, his sleep was deeper, and his morning stiffness virtually disappeared. Simple swap. If you love chocolate flavor, use pure cocoa powder, the unsweetened kind, with a touch of honey or stevia and warm milk. You will get the antioxidants without the sugar crash. You may think these are small habits, just little indulgences that cannot possibly matter that much. But after 60, every spoonful matters. Each one of these foods accelerates weakness, increases pain, or contributes to memory problems. Your body is working harder now to maintain muscle mass and joint health. When you feed it inflammatory foods, you are forcing it to fight a battle on 2 fronts, aging and inflammation. That is a fight you do not want to have. But here is the empowering truth. You have more control than you think. Your fridge does not have to be the enemy. With these simple swaps, it can become your greatest ally to keep muscles, joints, and memories sharp after 60. Let me quickly recap the 7 villains and their healthy replacements. Instead of processed meats like ham and bacon, choose fresh chicken breast, fish, or hard-boiled eggs. You will get clean protein without the inflammatory chemicals. Instead of sugary yogurts, go for plain Greek yogurt with fresh berries. More protein, less sugar, stable energy all day. Instead of margarine, use real butter in moderation or extra virgin olive oil. Your joints will feel the difference. Instead of sodas, try water with lemon or sparkling water with a splash of real fruit juice. Your bones will stay stronger. Instead of processed sauces, make simple combinations with olive oil, herbs, and lemon juice. Your meals will taste better and your body will absorb nutrients better. Instead of frozen ready meals, keep it simple with fresh ingredients. A piece of fish with vegetables is just as quick but infinitely better for your strength. Instead of chocolate milk, use pure cocoa powder with a touch of natural sweetener. You will sleep better and wake up less stiff. These are not dramatic changes. They are simple swaps that can transform how you feel in just weeks. Imagine waking up with less stiffness, having steady energy throughout the day, and feeling confident in your balance and strength. The best part? You do not have to change everything at once. Pick one swap this week, master it, then add another next week. Small, consistent changes create powerful results. Your muscles are designed to stay strong well into your golden years, but they need the right fuel. Stop feeding the inflammation and start feeding your strength. Which of these 7 foods is in your fridge right now? Be honest and tell me in the comments. I read every single comment, and I would love to hear about your experience making these swaps. And if you want to know what to add to your diet instead of just removing foods, you can access an ebook with a complete meal plan guide and 68 recipes that can change your quality of life and increase your energy. See the first link in the comments. Until next time, remember, your strength is not determined by your age, but by your choices. Make them count.